Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a project that so many of us dream about, but let's be honest, also kinda dread: the bathroom remodel. We're gonna break down exactly how you can turn that less than perfect space into something you absolutely love without all the usual headaches. So let's get right into it. All right, let's be real. Does this question hit a little too close to home? You know that feeling. You walk into your own bathroom first thing in the morning and just let out a little sigh. Trust me, you are not alone. So many of us are living with a space that just doesn't feel right anymore. And oh boy, is this a familiar story. Maybe it's that wild tile choice from a few decades ago, or a vanity that's just cramped and worn out. Whatever it is, an old, frustrating bathroom can seriously drag down your whole day. But for a lot of folks, the idea of actually remodeling it, well, that feels even more stressful. Yeah, that stress, it's a real thing. It comes from what we're gonna call the remodel nightmare. It's that pit in your stomach, that fear of projects going sideways, and, of course, the terror of dealing with contractors who just don't deliver. It's a huge gamble, isn't it? I mean, we've all heard the horror stories. Contractors who don't show up, or worse, they take your deposit and poof, they're gone. They leave your house a mess, they never call you back, and the project just drags on forever. It is the #1 reason people keep putting off their dream projects. So this brings us to what is maybe the most crucial point of all: your choice of contractor. It is the single most important decision you are going to make. It literally makes or breaks the entire experience and the final result. And the difference is just night and day. On one hand, you've got the nightmare scenario we just talked about: endless delays, surprise bills, and work that you know isn't right. But on the other side, you've got the professional experience, clear communication, someone who respects your home, and a project that's actually on time and on budget. A bad contractor doesn't just cost you money now, they cost you so much more down the road to fix all their mistakes. And those mistakes can be absolutely catastrophic, especially here in Florida with our climate. We're talking about really specific, really costly problems. You see, without proper waterproofing, tiles literally just start falling off the wall. Without the right ventilation for a humidity, those brand new cabinets can warp in no time. And using the wrong flooring materials, well, they can buckle right under your feet. These aren't just little cosmetic issues, they're serious structural problems. So, how do you avoid that whole nightmare? How do you make sure you get that professional, worry-free experience? Well, it all comes down to finding a team with deep, local roots. A team that knows exactly how to handle these challenges. You know, experience really matters, and it's something that's built over years. TJ Handyman Services has been serving the Orlando area since 2012. That means they've seen it all, from historic homes to brand new builds, and they've built a solid reputation for being reliable. Now here's a key idea you should know: the full service team. What this means is you get one single point of contact. One team is coordinating the plumber, the electrician, the tile expert, everyone. You're not stuck playing phone tag trying to juggle 5 different schedules. It's a massive stress reliever. And knowing Orlando is so much more than just knowing your way around town. It's understanding that our insane humidity will absolutely destroy cheap materials. It's knowing the specific HOA rules in a neighborhood like Lake Nona versus the plumbing quirks you'll find in an older winter park home. This kind of local expertise is exactly what prevents those expensive disasters we were just talking about. So all of that expertise funnels into a structured, professional process. A great remodel shouldn't feel like total chaos. It should follow a clear, predictable path from the very beginning to the very end. And this is what that path looks like. See? It starts with a simple conversation, not some high-pressure sales pitch. It includes handling all of that painful paperwork for you. Then, all the skilled work gets done in the right order, which leads you to that final walkthrough where you get to sign off completely happy. When you see it laid out like this, a big project suddenly feels totally manageable. Of course, there's always the big question, the elephant in the room: cost. Before we get into all the details, let's just establish a baseline. For a pretty standard, straightforward bathroom remodel, you're usually looking at a starting point right around that $8,000 mark. But of course, projects come in all shapes and sizes. A quick cosmetic fix is a world away from a full gut remodel where you're moving walls around. This little breakdown gives you a much more realistic idea of the timeline and the budget for each level, which helps you match your project to your goals and, your wallet. Okay, time for a rapid-fire round. Every homeowner has the same handful of questions that pop into their head when they think about remodeling. So let's just tackle them head on right now. This is always at the top of the list. You need your bathroom back. You need to know how long your daily routine is going to be turned upside down. And here's the straightforward answer. For most standard jobs, you're looking at about a month, give or take. The most important part of this, though, is the promise of a clear schedule. No guessing games. You'll know what to expect. Permits. The one word that can give any homeowner a massive headache. Just the thought of dealing with city paperwork is enough to make you want to call the whole thing off. And the answer is a simple, beautiful no. A true professional service takes this entire burden right off your shoulders. They handle the filings, the follow-ups, the inspections. That alone is worth its weight in gold. So let's get to the bottom line. With so many options out there, what is it that truly sets a trusted local pro apart from everyone else? Honestly, it really just comes down to trust. It's a local business that's been part of the community for over a decade. It's a team that gives you honest advice, not a hard sell. A company that gives you a firm quote with no surprise bills, and then stands behind their work with real warranties. They're your neighbors, and they build things to last. At the end of the day, a remodel isn't just about getting new tile. It's about making your daily life better. It's about creating a space that makes your mornings easier, not more stressful. And the chance to have that is right there for the taking. So if you're ready to stop cringing every time you walk into your bathroom and start actually enjoying it, the next step is just a simple conversation. A professional, stress-free remodel is absolutely possible when you have the right team. Thanks so much for tuning in.